Good morning, this is your daily outlook for Thursday the 27th of October. The euro is marching higher against most of its major counterparts as the European Leaders Summit finally presented decisions to the markets. The deal's three pillars are a 50% haircut, the leveraging of the EFSF to $1.4 trillion and a requirement for banks to reach 9% core capital reserves by June 2012. The meeting was long and an initial deadlock between the European leaders and private bondholders was overcome with the threat of total insolvency of Greece when it was brought to the table. The Eurozone finance ministers will finalise the details of the deal sometime in November. Versus the US dollar, the single currency reached the 140 area and it will be very interesting to see if they can rally continually higher. Against the Swiss franc, the euro rose to 122.33 from 122.11. Against the Japanese yen, the euro remained almost unchanged, opening at 105.79 and closing at 105.76. The US dollar advanced as a string of economic data came in better than expected. Against the Swiss franc, the US dollar rose to 0.8810 from 0.8786. Against the Japanese yen, the greenback rebounded to 76.17 from 76.11. This came in as the Japanese overnight call rate remained unchanged at 0.1% and state officials continued a series of public statements on their determination to weaken the yen. The Australian dollar dropped to 104.01 from 104.20 against the US dollar as risk appetite was limited in the anticipation of EU summit resolutions. The British pound was put on hold to its rally against the US dollar, declining to 159.04 to 160.01. The Bank of England's Posen said that 75 billion GBP of quantitative easing is about right and declared his confidence that CPI will be below the mid-2012 target, identifying premature tightening as the biggest risk. Looking at commodities, we saw oil prices drop to $89.98 a barrel from $92.40. Gold advanced higher to $1,722.28 an ounce from $1,702.14. Silver followed suit, rising to $33.44 an ounce from $33. Now let's take a look at the currencies this morning. The euro-dollar pivot point is at 138.75 with a preference to enter into long positions at 138.75. The dollar-yen pivot point is at 75.90 with a preference to enter into long positions at 75.90. The Aussie dollar pivot point is at 104.25 with a preference to enter into long positions at 104.25. The sterling dollar pivot point is at 160.50 with a preference to enter into short positions at 160.50. And the dollar CAD pivot point is at 100.75 with a preference to enter into short positions at 100.75. And looking at commodities, the oil pivot point is at 90.20 with a preference to enter into long positions at 90.20. The gold pivot point is at 1700 with a preference to enter into long positions at 1700. And the silver pivot point is at 32.90 with a preference to enter into long positions at 32.90. And of course, for up-to-date information, please visit our website. On today's calendar, the market movers are the Euro M3 money supply annual growth for September forecast to rise to 2.9%. US unemployment claims for the past week forecast to drop to 400,000 and New Zealand pending home sales for September forecast to rise by 0.1%. Now on to equities. In Europe they were mixed with the FTSE up 0.50%, the DAX down 0.51% and the CAC was down 0.15%. In the US they were positive with the SP 500 up 1.05% and the Dow was up 1.39%. In Asia at the time of writing they were positive, the Nikkei was up 1.79% and the Hang Seng was up 2%. This has been your Daily Outlook. I'm Emma and Joe from the Easy Forex Dealing Room. Have a good day.
Not only have you found a great place for Forex news, you found a great place to trade it. Registration is easy. Just click Join Now. Membership has its unique benefits, such as the freeze rate, the trade simulator, the inside viewer, and personal dealers. Your personal account manager waiting for you now.